Hello there, folks. We are back and we are looking at another issue of the SBG Magazine, which comes from the amazing folks who have worked on a hell of a lot of these already. Tom and Damien and the rest of the folks involved with this put a lot of passion into the SBG Magazine, and it is always nice to see a new issue. We are now on issue 15, which is the spring 2024 issue, and the focus of this one has shifted away from some of the bigger heroes, I suppose you'd say, to some littler ones, and Merry and Pippin, and also a hell of a lot of Ents, and it is another very impressive magazine indeed. Lots to get stuck into with this one. There's an interesting article on someone's favourite character, Stuart Mack's favourite characters. There's a new article on Merry. There's also one on creating fantastic dioramas, one based around Merry and Pippin, as you might have imagined, as well as a little bit of a painting masterclass from Kev Lawrence there as well. There's also a really great selection of battle reports focused on effectively a selection of scenarios based around Merry and Pippin's journeys after they get captured by the Urukai and then effectively freed by the Ents, and the attack on Isengard as well. There's also a great sort of like revisit of the history of Middle-earth and the strategy battle game from Damien, where he goes into a little bit more about the development of the game as it moved into the armies of books and stuff like that, as well as some great looks at sculpting Ents and also Isengard itself, which is really nice to see. I obviously won't linger too long on all these pages because I want you to go and pick up this magazine for yourself. But there's a really nice article here on Merry and him sort of being that really nice unsung hero. One of the things I always enjoy about the SBG magazine is you get these fantastic photography elements added into the mix, showing off beautiful miniatures and effectively just making it a gorgeous thing to have in your hands and read, to be honest. Or you could obviously get the digital version, I suppose, as well. But it's always nice to have the physical one so you can sit down with a cup of tea and have a read of it. And it's very, as I say, very inspirational and definitely gets you excited for delving into the process of collecting and painting more of Middle-earth. Especially with these really cool kind of like old school White Dwarf-esque photos of the players getting involved and celebrating their victories and defeats, which is always nice to see. I would definitely this is a really great one. So this is the attack by Eomer and his Rohirrim against the Urukai and the orcs who had got Merry and Pippin captured. It's about them trying to escape, which is really cool. And then you also have one which is based on the sneaking of Merry and Pippin through the forest as they get hunted down by Grishnak, which is quite nice. And then there is a full-on badass battle report which focuses on the Ents attacking Isengard and Orthanc and trying to tear it down, and it's another brilliant one as well. Definitely worth checking out. Obviously, definitely worth diving in and reading that properly for yourselves. There's also this fantastic article again by Damien, which goes into exploring the books for the various realms. I remember I came back to the game shortly after these came out, I think it was, and was really excited by the changes that they've made to the way that armies were built, and it put more focus on heroes, which is always good to see. There's also a little bit of a chat about the development of The Hobbit and when that came out as well, and talking about the opinions of people at the time, which is always interesting to reminisce on, actually, and it's something that's come up as part of their battle streams in Middle-earth live streams quite a few times, actually. But it's always good to revisit that and have a think about sort of where the game was, the growth of it when it was tied to the three original movies, you know, The Fellowship, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King, and then where it went in the in-between period, and then where it developed into The Hobbit, and sort of the state of the game, which I think now is better than it's ever been, really, especially with the addition of all these fancy previews coming up for Arnor and everything in the near future, which will be very nice. Obviously got some videos on the channel all about that and those new miniature previews. But these in particular are brilliant. The Ents that have been sculpted are just gorgeous. And some part of me wants all of these in my collection. But superb. And really nice references to the films as well, which is always good to see. And then there's a little breakdown of building up the board that they used for the game as well, including a fantastic Citadel Orthanc, which came together beautifully. So yeah, a really nice magazine. Another fantastic addition to the SBG library. Definitely worth going to pick up and adding to your collection, especially if you're someone who likes aspirational magazines that really get you thinking about where you want to take your hobby in the near future. As I say, the guys do a superb job on this every time. The photography is amazing, the writing's really good and interesting, and really gets you buoyed up for the hobby. There's been a lot of miniatures that have been sitting in drawers for the last couple of months now, probably, for me, because I finished off a big project for Middle-earth, which is all around Rohan, and then moved on to other game systems like Warhammer Age of Sigmar and stuff, as you'll have seen on the channel. But this really gets me excited to come back to Middle-earth and maybe start working on a new project. I've had dwarves and Rohan and Uruk-hai coming out of my eyeballs for the last while, over the last year or so. But it would be great to come back and maybe do something to do with Ents, get some of those really nice plastic kits and build those. I'm still waiting on my King of the Dead and my Warriors of the Dead and those lovely translucent plastics. Maybe they'll eventually arrive at Christmas. Who knows? It'll be a wonderful surprise. They'll arrive precisely when they mean to, perhaps. But yes, another fantastic magazine from the guys behind SBG. Definitely worth going to pick it up. There'll be an email down below, which you can go and follow along, and effectively just ask in that email for physical copies, and they will send one your way. And as I say, really nice quality stuff from them, and I can't wait to see where they go next. Make sure to check out issue 15. Also, make sure to check out more videos over on the channel. I know I've been away for a little while, but I'm getting ready to come back. I have lots of things to talk to you guys about. It's just been a very hectic month or so with UK Games Expo and actual work as well involved. But yes, this is getting me buoyed up for some hobby, and I enjoyed this over a cup of tea. So definitely get involved and pick this up. I will see you guys very soon. Comment, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye for now.